To make more of an advanced mask where you're adding modeling clay on top, you're gonna need a face mask. Then you'll need the modeling clay. You will also need the glue for paper mache, and then our papers. So the recycled will be the first 4 layers, and then a white will be the last if you are painting it. So to do the paper mache, or the modeling clay on top of the mask, all you need to do is start trying to stick it to there. So let's say I want my person to have more of a beard. Since our beards are usually like raised up from our skin, I'm just gonna start making my modeling clay kind of stick on top, and it sticks pretty well. And then you can kind of choose whatever thickness you want and how you want it to move. That's kind of up to you. So I'm just going to keep on working to add a little beard to this mask, and might make it a little bit longer too. All right, so here is my mask with the modeling clay. I kind of went carried away, and I decided to add some hair and eyebrows to it, and then the rest will just be a skin and we're all cut out for the eyes. So now I am ready to paper mache my mask. I'm gonna go grab the glue and the paper. So now we need 4 layers of paper mache. The most important thing is to get it around the sides because that's where you hold your mask. And then another thing that's going to be important is to smooth down. So especially since we added all these little details, we had to make sure we are smoothing our paper down. Otherwise, it's not going to look like we've added them. So with your finger, make sure you are like smoothing where the eyebrow is. And sometimes it's easier if you just do smaller pieces of paper, because I think it just moves more or it gets less wrinkles. So if you need to tear your paper to have it be smaller, make sure you do that, but make sure you are smoothing it down. That's gonna be super important. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like blobs on your face because we've added the clay, and then if you're just kind of sloppily putting paper on top, it's not gonna show these little extra clay that we added. It's just gonna look like a blob. So I'm going to be adding 4 layers of the recycled, and then I'm going to do a last layer of white. That way I can easily paint with my white. All right, the last thing you're gonna do before you let it dry is you're gonna make sure you smooth everything out. I'm gonna just take kind of my finger and press kind of hard by whatever features I added to create like a nice line to make it stand out more. Because when we add the paper, it kind of smooths it out and makes it kind of like blend together. But if you want it to stand out more, you're gonna have to kind of press hard in the shape of it. So, and I definitely want these features to stand out because otherwise it was a waste of what I added. So I'm going to be pressing it around like the mouth, try and get a nice line where I added the beard. And then the underside, it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I added the hair. Right now, you can't tell that there's like a solid difference. So I'm going to be pressing hard to create that line. Okay. Then make sure any of the papers are all sticking down, and then we're ready to let this dry. Once it is completely dry, you can now take it off the plastic form. So it's kind of hard to do sometimes, so you
take it, I always bend this backwards and then try and take this and kind of have to force and pop it out. Sometimes I work my way around, just trying to unloosen it. And the modeling clay, I don't know, might make it harder. There we go. And then you can just start peeling off your modeling clay. And we'll put the modeling clay back in that blue bucket so other people can use it. And then we're ready to start painting. Before you start painting, I would trim off the excess paper on the side and then let me know if you would like your eyeballs cut out, because I can do that for you too. Then when I'm painting, I'm going to paint the skin color first, and I'm going to do that mostly on everything. And then I'm going to go with the brown for the hair on top because the skin tone's lighter. That's why I'm starting with it first, and the brown will go on top of the skin tone way nicer. Just remember to smooth out any of your globs. That's what's going to make it look the best. And take your time painting so it looks awesome.